today we have an express class that is upper body focused stretch and release. So we'll be working through shoulders and we'll be working through our neck. You can either find a comfortable seat on the floor, on your mat, or you can also totally do this session seated from a chair, taking a break from your desk, whatever works for you. But it'll be a quick session. You don't really need any other props other than however you're gonna sit. And then other than that, let's get going. We're gonna start with our hands at our knees. And I want us to just draw some awareness to our shoulders. So you're gonna inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale, just let them come down. Good, and just, you can kind of play with what works for your neck here, but we're just doing these big shoulder circles. Not a lot of movement from the arm yet, but just getting our shoulders a little warmed up and mobile before we start to move any more. So one more here. Good. And now I want you to bring your arms out to a T and we'll side bend. So you're going to bring one hand down and then reach the opposite arm over. And the goal is to do this, and as you do this, to keep your pelvis really rooted down and connected on both sides as you go from side to side. A lot of times the pelvis will want to lift. So as I come over to my right, my left pelvis sort of wants to come off the floor. So the goal is to keep both of them down. Good, so just go side to side here. Feel that stretch through your lateral line. One more on each side. And then you will bring your arms open to a T, okay? We're gonna flex our hands and then fold our hands. So working from the wrists, also kind of play with your fingers, angles of your fingers, forward and back, forward and back. And then I want you to go into flexion and extension. So you're gonna reach fingers back, let your chest come forward, look up towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna fold your hands around your spine, scoop, look between your legs. Flex, open, reach forward, fold and round it in. Flex and open, fold and round it in. Good. Let's go for 3. So definitely getting some spinal mobility in here, but now opening up the chest, still working through the hands and the forearms. Last one. Good. And bring it back to center. Let your arms come down towards your mat or towards the floor if you're seated on a chair. And we're just gonna sort of twist side to side at a bit of a faster pace, right? So you don't want to go really fast, but we're getting this rotational movement through our spine. Each time you twist, you want to grab the outside of your knee, of the side that you're twisting to, and get a little bit more torque so you can spiral upward through the crown of your head, maybe a couple centimeters more. Last one, and then we're gonna meet it over to our left side if you're mirroring me. So your right hand will come onto the outside of your left knee. You're gonna take this left arm forward and we're gonna do big arm circles around. Good, so sweep it forward and around. So we're getting shoulder mobility, we're stretching our chest on this left side, and you're also getting some thoracic mobility through this left side as well. Still stay connected to your core. Each time you rotate, draw your belly button towards your spine. Let's go 2 more. And let's bring it across. So over to the other side, we're now rotated towards our right side. Left hand comes onto the outside of our right knee. Extend your right arm forward, big circles in this direction. And again, same thing. You're opening the chest. You're increasing the mobility of your shoulder joint. You're staying connected to your core and your spine. Good. 2 more. And last one. Good. So we're going to reach this arm around. So right arm reaches around. You're going to hook it with your left. So we get a stretch to the back of the shoulder now. Sit really tall. Bring that arm tight across your body as much as you can. This other arm hooks under the forearm. And we're going to add rotation to this stretch. So inhale, take a breath in. On your exhale, you're going to twist to your left, creating more of a stretch to the back of the right shoulder. And then bring it back to center. Do that 3 more times. Twist and hold. Good. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Bring it to center. Sort of sway out your arms a little bit, and then we'll bring that left arm across and do the other side. So hook, right arm under, feel the stretch to the back of your left shoulder, and now we'll add those rotations to the right. Good. 3 more. And still, as you rotate, you want to think about keeping the spine nice and long, drawing your belly button back to your spine and staying connected to the core. Last one. Good. And then bring it to center. Sway your arms, just sort of release them out and in. And then we're going to finish the arm sequence with arms overhead. So take this right arm, bring it behind your head, right? So the forearm comes right behind the head a bit. Then you're going to reach around, grab the elbow. You're going to side bend over, and we're going to alternate right and left. So you're going to side bend over, keep the head back into the forearm, and then bring it up and switch. So you'll grab the opposite elbow, side bend to the other side. And as we go into this side bend, you want to keep the pelvis rooted on the floor evenly still here. Good. So we're creating as much length through our lateral line as we can. Good. 1 more on each side. Awesome. And then bring it in, arms come down. Give me a few more shoulder circles, right? So just kind of let it go, open it up. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to take it up to our neck, finish up with our neck a bit here. So we're going to start slow and then incorporate some more deeper stretches for our neck. So the first thing I want us to do is just an ear drop from right to left. So you're going to drop right ear down to the right. And actually, especially if you're on the floor, bring your hands out to the floor, fingertips out to the floor. If you're seated on a chair, let your arms hang long and turn your palms to face forward. So drop that ear down as if you were listening to something down on the floor on your right side, and feel that stretch through the left line of your neck. Take a breath. Good. And then bring your head up, and again over other side. So you're going to listen to something now onto the left side with your left ear, creating a nice long line down the right side of your neck. Good. And again up, bring it over, bring it down. And again. Good. And then bring it on up. We're going to now add a little half circle rotation forward. So you're going to drop the ear over to the right, hold. Rotate your chin down to your armpit. Circle your head down, around, and over to the left. Drop the ear to the left. Good. Chin down, around, Back over to the right. Good, one more on each side. And bring it back to that starting position. Hold. And then bring your head all the way up. Good, from here, take your left arm and bring it around to the right side of your head. Keep this right arm out long. And you're gonna guide your head over to the left. Whew. And feel that nice long stretch all the way down the right side of your neck. You might feel it down through the shoulder and through the forearm. That's totally normal. And have this sensation of sort of pressing the side of your face into your hand just a little tiny bit, and you'll feel the stretch a little bit more, or you'll create a little bit more tension and release. And then we're gonna add a little rotation. So take an inhale breath, and then on the exhale, guide your head, guide your chin towards your left armpit, and then re-rotate it back to center, and twist, and center. Good. Take your time with these, and if this is painful, this definitely, work within a range that you feel the stretch, but it shouldn't be too painful. I know a lot of times we have really tight necks, so work within a range of motion that feels right for your body today. Last one. Good. Come to center. Bring it all the way up. Bring your hand to the top of your head. Sort of let your spine and your skull and your head reintegrate. And then we'll go over to the other side. So now you'll wrap this right arm around your head, bring your left hand down to the floor or along by your side, and then we're gonna guide our head over to the right. Feel the stretch down that left side. Inhale. Exhale, you'll slowly twist the chin towards the armpit. And then bring it back to center. And twist. Good. Just two more here. Nice, last one. Awesome. Bring it back to center. Slowly guide your head up. Bring your hand to the crown of your head, sort of give it a nice little press down so your head reintegrates, your neck reintegrates. And then bring your arms down and you are done. Hopefully your upper body, your shoulders, your neck feel much better and you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for moving with me. I hope you're feeling connected, empowered, and aligned. If you enjoyed this class, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more KWL sessions to support your practice. Until next time, move well, be well, and live well from the inside out.